Hey peeps, yeah, I just wanted to do a quick video real quick. I was done taking my husband to work and I was coming home. And I wish I had a mount to put my phone on so I can show what was on the road. As I was coming home, there was some clown in his car. He had these blinking tail lights. I don't know if any of you TIs have had seen them. But it's like strobe, like real like flashing lights. I mean, I've seen people's headlights and tail lights do that. Yeah, I was coming home and I noticed his tail lights was flashing like strobe flash in a sense. I guess you could say that. It was like blinking real quick, and I noticed that's like when you're on the road, you'll notice that, or the one high beam on, and so forth. I didn't see the one high beams, but like I said, I did see that the back of a person's car. They had them those quick flashing tail lights and everything. I don't know what the fuck that's supposed to do, but I mean, this whole society is just so fucking tired, and people think it's just a joke that you go around chasing people and making a person's life a living hell. You know, they can't mind their own business and just let people be. Got nothing to do with nobody. On top of that, I saw two drones floating in the sky and so forth. Then when I was in the convenience store, you know, trying to get my snacks to take to my job for the next day, you know, the store was real quiet. It was like hardly nobody in there. Then all of a sudden, people start coming in. You know, that routine. You know, the store could hardly have anybody in it, but once they know your whereabouts, here come a whole flood full of people coming in the store. Little flash mobbing, that kind of thing. You know, it's just like one thing after another. Then there's a guy, I think, I just noticed he's been here for a little bit as of late. There's some guy that lives a couple, like on the apartment on the end. And I noticed he walks outside and he be talking real loud on his phone. That's another tactic that they do. They walk on a, you know, have a loud conversation for the whole community to hear. I noticed he came out. I was checking my garage door. I noticed he was standing outside. There's another clown right here. See, here they come. Now they know that I'm sitting outside, and here come all these cars coming around. See, like I said, it never ends. All this bullshit. All this bullshit people do, and it's tired. But anyway, back to him. I noticed he was out there when I came out. I guess they figured out he knew I was coming back outside, so he just stood right by where that tree is. And everything else. And I said all of a sudden all this activity at night. If I wasn't out here, nobody, you wouldn't even see this going on. But like I said, this is the shit that a TI has to go through every day. And people won't leave you well alone. They're just so fucking annoying. They really are. But they got a nerve to call you crazy and everything else. But they do stupid antics, stupid shit to get your attention. Like I said, all of a sudden, it was hardly no activity out here. And now all of a sudden, everybody and their mama's out here. I mean, but it's the same old tired shit. Same old tired shit. And if I sit here long enough, I'll probably see some more stuff. Like somebody just run for no reason. Or somebody holding up the phone, flashing a light in my direction. You know, dumb shit like that. I've had it happen before. And one thing about apartment communities, people come and go. I mean, every time I turn around, there's always somebody new moving in or somebody moving out and everything. So you don't really know where your neighbors are or anything like that. But yeah, I mean, like I said, you get tired of the shit. You just get tired of the nonsense. And people think it's funny. They think it's funny that they can watch you, surveillance you illegally 24 hours a day, follow you all over the place and so forth. But like I said, they got the audacity to call you schizophrenic and crazy. All you're just trying to do is live your life in peace and not bother a soul. See? See what I mean? I wonder where the drones at. Like I said, I saw two of them when I was heading back home. I don't see them now. But yeah, like I said, they treat innocent people like criminals, and they let the butt wipes, the toxic ones, everybody else roam free. I mean, this world is topsy-turvy. It's upside down. And then I deal with the work mobbing. While the job I work at is really small business, and it's not really that many people on the crew. I think normally I work around with like 5 people on the job, and the typical mumbling stuff under their breath and all this kind of shit, and also with the voice to skull too. I deal with it on the job. But yeah, I mean, I had to deal with that crap. People being fake nice. That, like you said, being nice on the surface and everything else. Well, but like I said, all of them are like, two-faced jackals on your job. You can't trust nobody. But like I said, well, anyway, I don't go to work to make friends. I just do my 8 hours and go home. That's it. I just work a part-time job, just Saturdays and Sundays. That's it, and that's all I really need, really. As my husband, he works a full-time. He has a main job, but he also works the same place I work at on weekends too. Part-time. But yeah, I work at a surveillance company. Ironic, huh? Where I sit for 8 hours and watch monitors all day. Sounds exciting, huh? Yeah. But anyway, yeah, whatever you have to do to make a little change. But anyway, but like I said, I just wanted to record this real quick of what I've witnessed out here on my way home. I mean, I said, like, I saw 2 drones outside, the flashing tail lights. All of a sudden, all this activity at night. All of a sudden, people all around. Just all of a sudden, just appear out of nowhere. They know where you are, or, know your whereabouts. Or even if I'm sitting on my terrace, all of a sudden I get all this activity out here. 9 times out of 10, to be quiet out here. You don't hardly hear pee. But now calls going around, people walking out at night, whatever the case is. But anyway, this is, like I said, this is really annoying. It really is. I mean, how people are sunk so low, and what kind of society we live in. I mean, they hate you if you mind your business. They hate you if you're happy. They hate on you if you have skills or talents or anything like that. They hate you if you're different. If you're low-key and mind your business, they hate you for that. I mean, these motherfuckers out here are sick. They're twisted in the head. Something is wrong with these assholes. But they got the nerve to say something's wrong with you. You know what I'm saying? Your biggest fans are your haters. They the main ones that be sitting out there watching you all the time. They claim that they hate you, but they sitting there tuning into you like a goddamn TV show. You might as well say your life is like the Truman Show. But you get tired of this shit. But my thing is, through it all, remember who you are. Remember who you belong to. You belong to the Most High. You are a child of the Most High God. No matter however you call or worship or whatever your spiritual practice is, hold on to your faith. Hold on to your spirituality, because you really need it through all of this. It keeps you sane and it keeps you focused. Take it from somebody who knows. But and also too, being a TI, if you can, try to engage in a hobby or something like that. Anything to keep your mind off of these simpletons. I don't care if it's you flying planes or racing RCs, or if you paint or draw or sew or anything that can keep your focus and your mind off of these morons out here, because they're going to do what they do. But the thing is, you don't have to react, because the thing is, you want to starve them. You don't want to give them a reaction or any kind of response, because that's what they're looking for. Because they got to make their little pennies on a dollar. These little gift card junkies that are out here. I mean, they're like the Walking Dead, really. But like I said, you really get sick and tired of these clowns out here bothering you. You just out here minding your own business, and you got some clown holding up their phone up to you. You know what they're doing. They're taking pictures or recording data or something. You always see them on their phone, typing on their phone, or taking pictures. Sometimes you might see a flash come off their phone, stuff like that. I mean, they just do dumb little shit to get under your skin. But like I said, though, but try not. I know it's annoying. It's a real pain in the ass, but try to keep your focus on other things. Like I said, mainly to focus on the Most High. And if you got a hobby or a skill or anything like that, I don't care if you build things, whatever it is. Do it. Do it. Anything to keep your mind off of your circumstances and your situation. I know it's hard. I know it's hard, and I know it's a raw pain in the ass, but just keep going. Keep going, my fellow TIs, okay? Just keep going. Keep pressing forward. Because this stuff is going to come to an end, seriously. Because they cannot keep on treating people like crap and think they're going to get away with it. And a lot of these people, they're going to meet their karma anyway if they haven't met it already. Oh, believe you me, what goes around comes around. I highly believe in that. So if you want to treat people like shit, treat people like dirt, and make their life impossible, oh, that shit gonna come back on you tenfold. I believe that. I believe that like my religion, seriously. I believe in karma. And the actions you do unto people would be done unto you. Seriously. Anytime a loser got all the time in the world to be sitting around worry about what you're doing all the time instead of minding their own business and worry about their own life, they got a serious mental problem. They need to get help. But anyway, let me get off of here because I got to get myself, my mind, and myself ready for tomorrow. Do another 8 hours, and then I have 5 days free to myself, and I'm looking forward to it. Let's say when you go to a job, all you're looking forward to is your breaks and getting off. Oh my God, it's sad. It's like, okay, my shift is from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. I have to wait for my first break at 9 o'clock. Then I have my second break at 11 o'clock. Then I have my third break at 1 o'clock. Usually once the first break kicks in, the day goes by real fast. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm just looking forward to my first break, all of my breaks, and then going home. That's sad. This really shows how much I hate my job. I mean, it's really boring. I mean, all you do, and I work day shift too, so you really ain't gonna see a lot of action. You just a lot of normal activity. You just sit there behind some monitors, watching them for 8 hours straight. Yes. Like I said, it sounds exciting, huh? But like I said, it brings me home a little change, so it beats a blank. But anyway, fellas, ladies, you take care of yourself, keep your head up, always remember who you belong to, and always remember who you are. You are a person who is specially made and loved by God and favored. Okay? And there's nothing wrong with you. You don't have schizophrenia. You're not paranoid. You're not crazy. You just got a bunch of dickhead morons, a bunch of losers, a bunch of simps and assholes out here. They got nothing else better to do with their time. It shows a lot about who they are and what they're about. Seriously. Anytime they thinking, and then, you know, another thing, I know I said I was going to get off of here. Another thing about, you got some simps out here that really thinking they're doing a community service watching you. You got some dumbasses that really think they're doing a civic duty. Don't know shit about you. This is the average idiot today. They just get a false rap about you. They go along with it. And they don't know nothing about you and everything. And they thinking you doing, you know, you're a menace to society. And they think they got a right to watch you. And I noticed as I'm looking around, I noticed I just saw a few flashing lights out here. I know I saw like a quick flash somewhere. But like I said, you get these dickheads out here. They come and sneak out behind you. They might peep behind the corner, and they do these flashes and shit like that. You know, but it's, like I say, it's really tacky and it's tired. But it shows the kind of society that we live in. You got a lot of tacky people you live with in this society. A good amount of them. Not everyone. Because you still got some good-hearted, good-natured people out here. Even though it's like finding a needle in a haystack these days. But they're out there. But, yeah. But anyway, I'm going to get off of here. Because I don't even know what time it is. I know should be going on 12 o'clock my time. Central time. But anyway, I'm about to get off of here. And go to bed and prepare myself for tomorrow. Until then, peeps, you take care of yourself. Like I said, remember who you belong to. Keep your focus on the Most High. Always. He's always with you. Remember, no weapon formed against us shall ever prosper, and every tongue that rises up against us in judgment, we condemn. On that note, peace out.